Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a cool camping badge design all within one of the best platforms, Kiddle. Kiddle is an amazing platform. I think it's one of the best for retro and vintage style designs because it has all the assets in their library where you can drag and drop them and customize a logo design or a t-shirt design to how you want it. So I'm going camping in October and I thought let's make a camping style design. And I'm gonna make one from scratch. Usually you can create a design based on a template, but for this one, I'm gonna play around with my own style. So I'm on Kiddle right now. You can see we've got some examples of some designs. I've already gone ahead and did some research, looked a bit on Pinterest, looked on Dribbble for some ideas on how we can create a camping design. So we can go to the top right. I'm gonna click new project. And so once we're in the new project, what I'm gonna do is go to the left-hand side. We have a toolbar and this allows us to pick on the design. So I'm gonna click design. And we can look at ornate, you've got minimal, you've got animal, you've got badges, you've got typography, you've got so many different styles, right? I can even look at outdoor as well. So I'm gonna click on outdoor. And so we've got already some set designs here, which I think are really, really cool. You've got more illustrious ones, you've got more minimal ones, and it all depends on the vibe you're going for. Because we're making a t-shirt, I wanna make it really, really cool. I like this one, so I'm gonna drag and drop this. I'm gonna click replace. And it's gonna drop that design into my layout. Beautiful. And the cool thing with Kiddle is that you can customize any of the text, any of the colors, and any of the imagery, right? So I'm gonna delete that car. I'm going to change this. So I'm gonna type in AU because I'm in Sydney, and I'll just type in SYD, and I'll do OS as well for the side. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna type in camping for this. I think all caps work for this. So I'm gonna type camping. I'm gonna play around with the tagline there. Cool. I think that's cool. One of the things we're doing is we're refreshing, we're going fishing, we're going hiking, doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I think it's good to get out into nature, right? All right, so we've got that design and I can play around and start to add some things. So I want to click on elements on the left-hand side. We've got shapes, we've got banners, panels, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to click on illustrations, however, and we've got a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to go to outdoor pictograms and we've got a whole bunch of different assets here. I'm thinking of putting like a mountain and a valley, something like that, or even some trees. Keeping it interesting. So let's drag in the mountain like this. Cool. Now I want to find like a sun. So I can go in the search bar and type sun. And you can see we've got some really cool designs here. Oh, I like that one. Even that one's pretty nice. I think this one will do. We'll bring that. And so if I want to drag the layers down, you click on the bottom right and I can see this illustration. I can double click on it and call it sun, right? And then I can just drag this behind that, and now it's behind the mountain. So now I can just like press my arrow keys and to move that. It's super cool, really handy. And I can hold Alt and use my mouse wheel to zoom in. If I hold spacebar, I can left click and move around the artboard. Cool, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna click zoom out on that. I think that is looking good. Now, what if I wanted to add some more elements? I wanna look for an axe. I'm all for like axe and wood chopping and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. We've got an axe there. Ah, that's cool, like a Tommy Hawk. That's awesome. I'm gonna click on this and bring this to the bottom. I'm gonna change this because I don't like it being on two lines. Fishing, hiking, BBQ, camping refresh, or we can call it like camping retreat. And actually, I might bring this down here, and we'll select all these elements and bring that down. Cool. I think it's coming along pretty cool. And I'm just going to change the background because I think the t-shirt would be like a dark green-ish color. We've got this texture. I'm going to turn that texture off for now. I'm going to just select all these and I'm going to change the color. So let's go back to this green and maybe we can go like a lighter green, or we can go, maybe if we went yellow, I think that would work as well. It's cool because the document saves your color palettes right in the color section there. So we've got that, we've got yellow. I think I'm gonna go back to like what if we went like a blue color? Go back to an orange color. I think the orange works well too. Orange, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make this sun as well. Make that sun orange. And what if we go white, like a white color for that? Or maybe the cream color. Yeah, we'll stick with that cream color. I think that's good. Okay, beautiful. I think this is looking really cool. Might make this axe a bit bigger. I can always go add some more text if I want as well. I'm gonna change the font. So I'm gonna click on hold shift and left click on this font. I wanna change it. And we want to go a bit more adventurous with this. So, oh, this one looks really cool. Adventurer. There's so many different fonts, like heaps, as you can see here, and it's just beautiful. I think I like these adventurous fonts. So let's go with this one here. Oh, that looks pretty lit. I love the grunginess, and like it's not straight, which I think is cool. And this font, I'm going to change it, and we'll go this one. It's a bit softer here. I'm going to make it bigger so I can just up the size on the right hand side, as you can see. I'm gonna bring this up as well. You can press Ctrl Z as well if you make a mistake or whatever. I can also adjust the kerning as well, or the letter spacing. So you can see on the right hand side, you can see it says AV. I can adjust that to tighten it up a bit. So tighten it up, I think that looks a bit better. I wanna add some trees as well. So I'm gonna go back to here, I'm gonna type in tree. You know, I just love showing some nature elements. I think that's really cool. Where we're going, there's like a river or like a creek, and it's rocky as well. I'm not sure what type of trees there are, but I think we could probably use one of these ones here. I'll drag that in, and then I'll probably, let's see what it looks like with the orange. I think that's pretty cool. I can press Ctrl C and Ctrl V to actually paste objects, so it works very similar to other apps out there when it comes to design. Let me go. I was gonna like stick it on the edge. Wait, maybe if we if we stick it on like the letters here, that might be pretty cool. That adds some more detail. I don't know, it kind of look cool, and it kind of it fills in that space as well. Close these menus on the side if you don't want to see them. Cool, I think that is pretty lit. And what if I want to add a bit more text? I'm gonna press T for the type tool, and I'm going to add the adventurer. I like this script font, this one here. I think this is cool. Mura family, because I'm going with my dad and my uncle, so I might as well make it interesting. I can put it over. And one of the cool things is you can actually decrease the opacity. So I'm going to make it I'm going to bring the opacity to 50%. So it sort of fades over those axes there. You can also use a transformation. So I can distort the text, as you can see. So I can do like a wave. I can do an angle. Like there's so many little things you can do. You can do a flag. Yeah, let's go with the angle font there and drop the opacity to like 70%. I'm kind of not digging that. So I'm going to go bring the opacity up, double click, delete. And I love it because you can customize any text. Mura fam. I think the word family is too long, so we'll see how that looks. Mura fam. Yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. Why not just add whatever text we want? There's no limits to this. We can make whatever we want. Now what I'm gonna do is add some textures. So I'm gonna click on the bottom left, and we've got paper textures, we've got patterns, we've got grains, we've got cracks, marble. There are so many different types of textures. So I'm gonna click on the grain ones. I love that gritty feel. And we've got some like cement style here. I'm gonna drag and drop this one onto the design, and boom, you can see it already adds a texture in one go. I don't have to do much. And so in my layers, I can see that there's a texture there. I can change it from color burn to like multiply. I can go overlay as well. So it just depends what you want. Typically color burn works really well. And then I drop the opacity down a bit, as you can see there. You can obviously change the color. So if you want to brighten the texture up a little bit, it's really up to you what you want to do. And just play with the opacity to see how much texture you can get. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play with, let's see, the crack textures. Sort of has like a cement earthy feel to it. I'm gonna drag this one on top. I'm gonna bring the texture, however, I'm gonna bring it down, and then I'm gonna adjust the texture just like that. I'm gonna click release texture. After I've dropped the opacity, I'll release it, and so I can move it in the layers panel. So I wanna move it to the background because I don't want it to affect the typography, because before it was affecting the illustration. So I just want to bring it to the back so we can affect like sort of the background there. And there we have it. We've got our cool texture in the back now, and on the text, I think that is super dope. It's looking amazing. And so once you're happy with your design, all you gotta do is go to the top right corner, and I can click the little download button. Now, if you do have a free plan, you are a bit limited, but if you do upgrade your plan, you can save it in a PDF and SVG. You can also remove the background, and you can save it the highest quality possible. And so I do recommend that, because then you can save it and print it on anything and create any type of big design if you want to put it even on a billboard or whatever. So you can see I can save it. I'm going to save it just as a JPEG, and I'm going to click that, and you can see my design just like that. Super awesome. Looks great. Let me just scale it down. And so that's the design in just 800 pixels. I think that's really dope. I can track that on a t-shirt, and I'll show you what it looks like on a t-shirt with a quick mock-up. And so one other thing I love about Kiddle is that you can share this with anyone with the link, right? So if I click on the top right corner, the link right here, I can share it to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. I can get a link, I can share a copy of my product to the community or even a friend. If I want feedback maybe from a client, I can do that. As you can see here, it's really easy to get a link and just copy it, right? And so if I paste it in, and so someone else can come in and edit the project or the design that we're working on. I also have control over the settings of the artboard. So if I click the little clog, I can use a postcard, a business card, A4, I can add custom size, show grid. There's so many different elements. And when you upgrade, you have an array of different features you can use. So thanks so much for watching me design this cool t-shirt design. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Do check out Kittl. You can try it out for free. Use my link in the description below and you won't regret it. It's a great platform, especially if you want to create vintage or retro logos, t-shirts, and posters. It's amazing, super fun. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to see a similar logo I did on this platform, you can click on this video right here and watch that, and you'll get some creative ideas on how to do a logo. Talk to you next time. Cheers.